Hey everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of The Dinosaur and the Dude, the only podcast with the shittiest audio but the most amazing content. Thank you all for tuning in to listen wherever you are and however you're accessing us. We appreciate your time and we appreciate your interest in us. So sit back and relax, or if you're driving, enjoy the ride as you listen to another amazing I guess that's the thing.
So there's that.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing.
Welcome, kids.
Right. Yeah, kind of missed.
Welcome to the shit
Kind of
show.
missed it at the beginning, but here's the Cliff Note version. I think I cracked how to regain virginity. So, all right.
Your own.
Yeah.
Not somebody else.
Not for the masses. Not for the masses. This is not. This is not going to be.
Okay,
this is not going to be on the show.
Do the intro,
this is not going to be on the show.
Hold on, before you do that, I'm just going to go ahead and throw the disclaimer out there. We don't know shit, but we are very mouthy about not knowing nothing.
We're very, very prolific in discussing how much we don't know shit. That being said,
we're experts at that.
Welcome and thank you for listening to another episode of The Dinosaur and the Dude, where you have the dinosaur and the dude discussing just various stuff. This is the only podcast on the planet with the most shittiest audio, but the most amazing content. And it's just the two of us discussing, things like we normally would do. This is basically just you listening to us having our typical phone calls to each other to say, hey, what's going on? What are you doing? But we are sharing it with you. So here we are with episode 27.
Is it already?
Yeah, it's episode 27. This is the episode that, we now officially have more episodes. Well, not officially.
Are you
not
sure?
Officially. I think.
You sure?
I think 28 will be actually, but I feel gutsy enough to say it now. If not now, we soon will have more episodes than Alphabet. American Alphabet.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that we have more Audible.
Oh no!
episodes than we do ones that you can't determine.
Oh no, we're still good. We're still good with being the shittiest. No. Like just when we thought
we're gonna graduate from that one day.
Just when we thought we were good, last episode just sort of said no. I
was in an echo chamber the entire time.
No. You still got the shitty. So yeah. Thanks for joining and putting it together, because I couldn't do it without you. I couldn't do it without you. I mean, I would. I'm not gonna lie. I would try, but it wouldn't be the same. I would have to do something. I would have to do some new title, and people like, kind of sounds like the dude, but he goes by a different name. I don't know. I bet it's him.
Hey, but at least you could do that. I mean, I'd just be like trying to figure out my mic situation still.
Right. So,
I mean, can I just phone a friend?
Right.
That's what I did. So,
last time we were.
You sent me an email.
Yeah. It was just it's totally an off-pod thing.
Okay.
So last time we were saying how we wanted to get deeper into dreams, and we kind of gave ourselves more homework in regards to what about dreams that are really interesting to us. And I wanted to get right into that before I forgot it. Like all the points.
You sound like
well,
me.
It's like all the points, because you brought up something and I was just like, yeah, I don't know what that would be like. So I have a thing where I've started to realize that I don't dream. I don't dream as much as I think I do. I mean, technically, all the studies are saying that everyone dreams, regardless if you remember them or not. But that,
yes.
But then there's this whole thing of where one study says one thing and one study says another in regards to people that quote unquote don't dream. That is when you're sleeping and you don't dream, it's apparently the most restful sleep.
Do you feel rested?
No, that's why I feel like I'm on the other side of it. So the other study says, yeah, if you're not dreaming, then there's all these other things that are happening. You are going to sleep with too much stimulant. Um, you are you're not restful, and one of them is saying, yeah, it's a sign of depression.
Okay, well, that's totally me. Thank you for clarifying that,
Yeah.
Dr. Dude. But
So
I have not had a restful
that's
night's
where
sleep
I'm
in
wondering, like,
fucking ever.
there's a lot of that where it's like, okay, uh, I'm either this one or that one, and everybody wants to be on the supposedly good side of it. They read a study like that and like,
Yeah.
oh, I must be getting the most restful sleep ever. But I know myself, and I feel like I might be. Well, it's not even a might. I'm on the other side of that, and so
Right.
it's either it's either. I feel like it's a combination of both. I won't necessarily say it's depression, but then that would be depression speaking for me. But I'm not depressed.
Oh,
I'm not
busted.
depressed. That's rule one of depression. Uh, I, it might be a sprinkle of everything because I do go until I can't go anymore. Like I do keep moving and keep doing things until I'm starting to feel myself, nod off in the middle of whatever I'm doing. It's like, okay, well, I guess it's time for me to go to bed. So that might be the sprinkling of overstimulated. I don't give myself this restful time to prep, pre-prep sleep kind of thing.
I was gonna say, I think that's my problem. I need to prep for
Yeah,
sleep. I need to do no
yeah,
electronics
yeah.
and like no TV,
So
nothing, just like classical music or something,
right.
um,
That was the thing.
just for about 30 minutes at least.
Yeah, I didn't see like where there was a breakdown of you need X amount of, prep kind of thing. It was just a list of this is what you definitely need to do in order to start training yourself or getting yourself in the mindset of better sleep. And I can agree with some of that stuff.
So, did it say how long?
No, that's what I'm saying. It didn't,
I
it
mean,
doesn't really say like you need X amount of time to prep, to sleep prep, or get your, or, Y amount of time of no stimulation. No, don't do this, don't do that, don't. So,
right.
just completely get yourself in bed and get ready for slumber. It doesn't really. Uh,
I love that
you
word.
like slumber? Okay.
Oh my god, so
So like
much.
it had a so one of the things you should be doing is like I looked up how do I start dreaming again, and it's like, oh, by following these eight tips.
Well,
I have
sure.
I have more lucid dreams at each night and recall them better the following day. And it's like, one, give your melatonin levels a boost. So I'm assuming that's, doing a melatonin supplement. Start a dream journal. I did that once and it's
Go
kind of
on.
fucked up.
Was it a Lisa Frank
Yeah, it
journal?
was kind of fucked up. Three was get a good night's rest, which is that's kind of
What you're fucking trying to
yeah,
do?
right. It was like, how is number three the thing that I'm trying to achieve? So I'm already fucked. Uh, reduce stimulants, change your body position, which I, don't you change your body position when you sleep? Do you not move?
I move
Okay,
constantly.
I know.
I'm battling things.
Yeah,
Like,
right. Yeah. I mean,
I'm in it.
but do you isolate yourself to one side of the bed? I mean,
Well,
aside from
yes.
another person being in the bed, I'm saying like if you were in a bed by yourself, do you just hang out on one side and the other side of the bed looks kind of untouched?
Nope.
No, you're all over the
Nope.
place. Okay.
No.
You
Yeah,
enjoy.
if I'm the only person in bed and I know that my flailing limbs aren't gonna
Yeah.
hurt anybody, it's it's like
You
cardio
sleep in
for
the
me.
you sleep in the middle?
Yeah, fuck yeah, all
Oh,
over it,
wow.
on the
Okay.
side, on that side, on this side,
Okay.
in the middle,
Then I love this
and
one.
then my arms just like I'll fling my arm out somewhere.
Like number 7 is tell yourself this is so bad. This list was like it seemed interesting, but the more and more I read it, it was like, okay, by number 3, I was like, okay, this is kind of fucking dumb. Uh, tell yourself that you're going to dream. It's
Mhm.
interesting. I say it's dumb, but at the same time, I have done that to myself. I was like, okay, we're gonna dream about, okay, we're gonna dream about success. We're gonna visualize. We're gonna do, yeah. And I
Yes,
don't remember
I love
any of
that.
that shit. I don't. It's easy to
I
love
need
that.
to try that more.
It's easy to love that, but I'm not recalling that success. And then it's the try the wake back method, and I they go through this whole method thing, and I don't want to learn a new method. I'm just trying to conquer. Like it becomes
You sound like you're 90 years
well,
old. No,
it just
no, I don't wanna
nah.
learn
It's like
nothing.
I want to be able to. I want to sleep. I want to sleep, have a restful sleep, and yeah, I want to have some dreams. I don't know if I want to go through all these different methods in order to achieve it because then it becomes too. Because then it becomes
Labor
well,
intensive?
then it becomes like forced or clinical. It's like,
Okay,
and it's like,
sure.
okay,
That's true.
now I got it. Now okay, how am I going to go back to sleep now when I'm trying to remember if am I doing this method correctly?
Right, and then do I need to journal about the journal?
Yeah, in the journal. Well, I tried.
Right?
Yeah, I achieved this dream by trying this method. I hope I did the method right because if I don't do the method right, what the fuck does that do? I don't know. I don't know. If you do step 12 in the method wrong, I don't know, you get diarrhea. I don't know. So
Yeah, well, I think what the key is that you have to step back from the journaling and really dive into
so
that,
I think for me,
the journaling.
the I can only do these things in steps, how they relate to me. So yeah, give myself some more restful prep time. Okay, I can do that. That's something that I definitely need to do more of intently and focused on doing that because me getting into bed and saying I'm getting ready, but really I'm on my phone and I'm responding to emails and I'm trying to figure out
Everybody does it. It's
yeah,
sick.
and I'm trying to figure out if I could chop enough wood to build my house and last days. And I need to go slaughter some more turkeys so I can feed my puppies in my kennel here. It's and it's all that and then it's like, okay, now I can let me look at some fights and then now okay, now I can go to sleep. No, I'm like so
Right.
that's stimulant. That's a stimulant I need to get away from so that I can achieve that restful prep before going to sleep.
Yes.
And but dreams are supposed to be good for you because it means that you're going through the whole cycle of sleeping and you're getting into REM. And so I guess the- regardless if it's a dream, if it's a and that's the thing, they're both dreams, but people call them dreams and nightmares, but they're both dreams. Um, if you're achieving that, then you're entering a REM state, and so that's supposed to be good. And if you're not, then you're not getting a good rest, which leads to all these other health problems, and depression is in there, and that's also leading to not dreaming and da 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 da. It's like if you don't dream, you're fucked.
It's a
So
domino effect. I talked to my,
yeah,
therapist about that this week because I've been exhausted,
yeah,
like,
okay,
just so fucking tired.
right.
I'm not sleeping. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
the other thing I've been experimenting with is getting rid of my alarm clock. Well, not alarm clock, my alarms. So I have I try to get up super early, but it's kind of a
What
fucked.
do you consider super early?
I try to get up at 6,
Okay, that's about normal.
but the part that was saying super early because it's but it's kind of fucked because I try to get up at 6, but I'm really going to bed around about 1. So
Oh, but why?
yeah, back to what I was just talking about before.
About
I'm,
winding down?
I'm getting turkeys to feed my puppies because I'm breeding puppies in last days, so I can get a
Is
guard
this
dog to go rummaging through abandoned
please tell me
homes.
this isn't is this an app on your iPhone?
This is an app on the phone. Yeah, it's
Oh my god.
yeah, it's a game that plays called Last Days on Earth. As a matter of fact, here we go. Today's not
Oh, no, I'm gonna
sponsor.
you're gonna check out on me.
Today's not
You're
sponsored
just gonna be
sponsor is Last Days on Earth. The
boom, there you go.
the whole reason why I'm overly stimulated before I go to bed. Last days on earth, where you're the only person and you've got to build a house and then raise corn and carrots and try and survive. Meanwhile, undead are ravaging through the land and people are killing each other because they're trying to survive too. It's a great game. It builds up happiness and it
That
gives
would be
you a
so much
bright,
anxiety for me.
yeah, it gives you a bright disposition when you're trying to fend for your life, and at the same time, you're getting a little alert saying, "Hey, you need to pee." So there's then you got to take your little character and hit the toilet icon so he can pee. Because if you don't, it's gonna turn to a red toilet, and he's gonna start walking around hunched over.
Oh,
Um,
no. Oh my
yeah,
god. Okay, so,
yes,
yeah, let's talk about addiction,
yeah. Well,
okay?
see, is it addiction? Okay, so the
It
game
can
is an
be,
addiction. I think the use of I think I've gotten into a pattern of where
which is also
before I
known as an addiction.
is it? Because
Well, that's
because that
solved.
means
What's
because that
next?
means because that means putting on clothes is an addiction.
It
And
is. I'm
I
addicted to covering my ass before
look,
I
I'm
go
addicted to
outside.
clothes. So yeah, I think that that's a I think that I have the patterns that cope with my whole well, no, let me rephrase that. I think I have a pattern that I use to cope with my daily fuckery, and it's sort of like a these designated me times that I need in order to decompress and reclaim myself. And it's not just playing the games, but it's also um, language learning. I'm heavy into my language learning apps. So I'm making sure that I'm studying everything correctly and I'm hitting all the marks for language, use, and am I saying it properly and all this kind of shit.
Which language are
So
you doing?
I'm doing Japanese.
Okay.
Not easy.
Is it I was gonna say, it's probably really hard.
Maybe I'm overstimulating myself in that regard too. I don't fucking know, but it's like a it's sort of one of those things where you start to okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And you find that you're sort of damning yourself no matter what you do because the amount of whatever it is you're doing is too much. Regardless if you're loving doing it in that moment, you have to realize that there's a price, there's a balance, the more time you're putting in this is the more time you're taking away from that. And a lot of times it's hard to realize when you're in the moment.
That's true, and
So
it
I don't
sucks.
know.
Well,
I don't know.
okay, then we can both cheer each other on and say, I'll try to do at least 30 minutes with okay, I'll start with the first night 30 minutes, and then the second night I'll go to an hour where I'm preparing. And maybe
Mhm.
I'll start journaling in the evening.
Yeah, give it a go. Uh, um, give it a go.
I guess I don't need the app, do I? That would be
You don't need what?
I'm just gonna get the app, it'll be fine.
Which app?
The sleep journaling app.
Oh, there's a sleep
No,
journal app.
of
Oh,
course
okay.
there is, but
Yeah,
it
yeah. I
kind
don't
of
know why
defeats
it's
the
like a
purpose.
wow. That invention is available. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Everything is.
It's if you've got water drinking apps and shit dropping apps. Uh,
They do have those, don't they?
yeah, it's like, is your stool soft? Is it hard? Is it
Okay, let's don't
bulbous?
talk
Is
about
it
that.
like what the fuck?
You are in it
It's
to win
all
it.
of the
You're
it's
there.
all of those, all of those. If I eat certain things, what the fuck? Um,
Oh my god,
so
have you
yeah,
ever had samosas? It's Indian.
what? Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, are you kidding me? Today I thought I was
yeah,
gonna die, but yesterday it was so good.
yeah. It's
Oh my god.
yeah, they're pretty legit.
They're not fucking
So
around.
so my so I'm hoping to get back into where I'm having dreams, but I have to admit I'm kind of leery, and leery is just another way of saying scared of it is. It's another it's another way of saying it, of lucid dreams. I think that the thought of lucid dreams is like, whoa, so I'm gonna have something that I'm gonna be in a dream and know that I'm in a dream, and then I can make shit happen and manipulate things in the dream. What if I like that dream?
Well,
And
then
then I
then you're
got,
manifesting it. So just try to manifest it whenever you come out of
is
your
that what
sleep
that
state.
means?
Yeah, if you're making it happen in your dream, that's a definite manifestation,
Hmm.
which is great. I mean,
Uh-huh.
I would love to learn how to lucid dream. I want to know how to fly and I want to go to different countries. And if I can tell myself in a dream that anything is possible and here's what I want to do, then it'll happen. Or I want to see
Yeah.
myself just fucking rocking at life and
Yeah.
to look at it and go, okay, that's what I did. It's possible. Look at it.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I want to
Do
do.
you, do you think that lucid dreaming can also lead to depression?
Sure. But
Because you wake up and you're like, fuck, it was a dream. I knew it.
I think that if you got to the point where you were able to lucid dream, I think that you would be able to also tell yourself like, "Hey, it is still just a dream.
Hmm.
This is not real life."
Right.
And having grandiose expectations is good on some
Hmm.
level, but on some level it's also not very good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like everybody tells you pursue those things that, to the highest level. And just because it seems uh unreachable, it doesn't mean that you can't reach it. And it's just like, okay, you're you're a breathing, shitting fortune cookie right now. Just stop. Either help
That's
me
funny.
or shut the fuck up. Because right now, all you're doing is just saying every positive thing that Richard Simmons never could cram into one session. So
Man,
I
I know
think
he's still
that
sweating with
for
the
me,
oldies. I love that shit.
yeah. So I think that for me, I would love to be able to do it, but so the only thing that I can really kind of, oh yeah, I can relate, is I'm big into visualizing.
Mhm.
Like before I go off doing something, I try to visualize that, and that's also part of my sleep prep routine as well, is visualizing. And I'll do that instead. I'll visualize and end up going to sleep while visualizing, and
Okay, right.
I dig that, um, because then it's just sort of giving me a cognitive exercise of thinking through what it is I'm trying to achieve, as opposed to I'm gonna, I believe I'm going to achieve it, and doggone it, I am. You go and seize and take. Nah, let's think that shit through, bruh. You can tell yourself that that all you want, but for me, I need to really, okay, let me, okay, I've done this, done that. I've tried this and that. Okay, what am I missing? What have I not attempted yet? And would that be beneficial? And if so, how can I really maximize that? How can I really get into this in order to achieve what I'm trying to achieve? And so that's a big thing that I do maintain. I was doing a journal for a little bit, and then I got out of what I was doing the journal for. Um, and so now I don't do it as much as I used to. I just sort of like get in the journal and think, yeah, same shit as before. Just, go back to the last major entry and it's just sort of the same shit.
Mm.
So
So
I
yours is
don't
more
know.
like a reoccurring nightmare.
Oof. Yeah, I guess so. If you gonna, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah, and it's just trying to figure out how to get out of that loop.
heavy, huh?
How
Yeah.
to, it's just trying to figure out how to get out of the loop and how to, okay, because I have full faith that something's going to stick, and faith is kind of right up there with hopes. So I don't like to lean on any of them because to
Right.
me, yeah, I just don't because faith is just like given into destiny and things have a plan and all that kind of shit. And I'm just not a fan of that concept. I'm just not. I'm gonna leave it at that. I know there's some people that might be listening who are like, I believe and I have faith and me changing my tone of voice is kind of condescending as well. So I'll just say it as like I believe and I have faith and everything is planned and I I don't know if we're gonna get into that on this episode, but
That could get
that's a
dark.
very deep yeah, that's a very deep subject to me. And I mean if you listen to other episodes, it's probably no surprise that I'm that way. But it's just really not something that I lean on because I feel like that totally diminishes the person. Like that totally diminishes you if I tell you everything is everything is planned out for you, everything
Right. Well,
is
then what the
gonna
fuck
work
am I
out.
doing? It's already handled. I'll be on the couch, I guess.
Yeah, it's
I
like
don't know.
yeah, it's like, so I do what? I just sit here and okay, well, I guess I'll just masturbate all day until I'm raw
Right.
because I don't have to do shit. And I really don't have to do shit because this was already planned for me to not do shit. So, okay. And it sounds condescending to other people. That's how I see it. So for me, I'm like, if you have the desire to do something, my mindset, my way of thinking is if I have the desire to do something, then I try my damnedest to go out and achieve it. And it has to be multiple failures for me to come to the point of saying, okay, I I no. Okay, what am I doing that I'm missing? This like I don't give up on it. It's something that I'm missing.
Okay.
Like the things that I'm striving for
Right.
out aside from the podcast. And so for me, not having achieved them, I'm looking at it like, okay, what what other way do I need to do this? Okay, what am I missing? What can I do to get closer to achieving what the goal or whatever it is that I'm trying to achieve? I don't sit back and say it's, with the attitude of like it's going to come to me if it is something that is planned for me or if it's my destiny, it's going to come to me. I don't subscribe to that shit because to me, it's sort of like it's not. Why would somebody just get something automatically?
Right.
You have to.
Well, some
Everyone
people
would be
do, but it's
Olympians then.
very small percentage.
Well, yeah, but everyone would be Olympians and everyone would be super smart and everyone would,
Would be
because there would be
royalty.
no effort
Everyone would
put
be,
into
yeah, perfect.
Yeah, there would be no effort put into something because all of it would just be given to you. And then the reverse is true. To me, if that's the case, then why is that person homeless? What the
Right.
fuck? You know what plan is that? That that's a shitty plan. That you know this person is literally dying in the street. So what's that plan? And then does that mean that I'm supposed to take care of this person when I can barely take care of myself? So what's the so that's the thing that I just don't subscribe to that kind of
Right.
stuff. And that's a total departure from dreams, but what the fuck? Yeah, that's a bonus round, whatever.
So I really do want to
Um
learn about lucid dreaming, and I was curious
yeah.
to find out what are the stats on lucid dreaming. Like, how popular is it? Is it something that I think is more popular than it's not, or you know,
Mhm. Mhm.
um,
Yeah, how big is the unicorn that you're chasing,
right? So
right?
something that I found
Because
on.
because you hear about
Go
huh?
ahead.
No, I was gonna echo
Oh,
what you
okay.
were saying.
Sorry. Um, I found on the sleepfoundation.org that
Mhm.
it says how common is lucid dreaming, and it says approximately 55% of adults have had at least one lucid dream in their life.
Really?
Well, it's time for me. I can do this, right? Surely I can do this. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna try it.
I don't know what the fuck happened. But that's
So
testament
about lucid dreaming. So
that's
about
testament
lucid
of
dreaming.
why I hate fucking plans and destiny and bullshit, because that's a shitty plan. Just dropping. So you were
I am
oh, you
echoing
are?
now, and I don't like that. I got to start
How
over.
about now?
Fuck.
How about now?
Shit.
No, no, no.
I'll be back.
I'd had the echo
Uh,
cancellation off. Is it echoing still?
oh,
I turned it
is
on.
that any better?
Yeah, I turned it
Yes, it
on. And
is.
so, okay, so cool. That told us
Okay.
that I do have the control over that. Great. So my fuck up
Ha
last
ha ha
time
ha.
on last episode of you echoing. So I'm sorry about that. I just
That's okay. It kind of made
now
me
it
sound
made
angelic.
you sound like
I was super fucking
this
high.
weed aid needs to be mass marketed because it super fucks. It not only fucks you up mentally, but it fucks up your
Right.
voice to make it. Yeah,
Right.
it
She's
fuck,
transcendent.
whoa, you drink this and it
Okay.
gives you an echo. Oh well, damn.
Yeah. Right.
Why is this not in bulk in Walmart?
Oh my God.
Um,
I
right,
need that shit on the
right.
rollback, you know?
Yeah,
Bitch on a
so you were
budget.
talking about this 55% of adults that lucid dream. And that was interesting to me because um now the thing with lucid dreaming for me was this whole people that just naturally lucid dream and the people that have to follow these
Mhm.
prep steps to in hopes to lucid dream.
I'm gonna have to
Right.
follow those fucking things, but
Okay.
I'm gonna try to
All
do
right.
it.
So ha-
We just
we
need to
need to
find
find
one.
what?
We need to find a we need to find a good recipe on how to make
Oh,
lucid
okay,
dreaming
okay, okay. Well,
happen.
you know what?
Because there's a couple of people that I need to
Okay,
haunt.
so see, that was my
So
follow-up was like, what are you looking to achieve? Uh,
I want to travel.
okay.
I wanna I wanna travel. Is anything possible?
So
At all?
how to
Anything?
lucid dream fast and how to lucid dream easy. That just
No, I'm just asking, like, is can we just act like it's gonna be 100%?
I I don't know. I can't even bull.
Because I'm gonna go to the gym.
Yeah,
I'm gonna dream that I'm going to the gym, and then I'll get my cardio done, and I won't have to do it.
like that's the thing that I don't know what is the I don't know the benefits of lucid dreaming. It just seems like to me like if I'm lucid dreaming about me doing this this really good workout, does that mean I'm gonna wake up and get out of bed and and now I'm going to achieve this really cool workout because
I don't know.
lucidly dreamt I just lucidly dreamt how to achieve that?
I don't know, but I'm gonna out.
Okay, and so I'm looking it up while we're talking, how to lucid dream, and it's like, okay, and then I come across this really interesting topic here, what not to do in lucid dreams. Huh, I didn't know there was things not
Like,
to
don't
do.
rob a bank, don't murder somebody, you know.
Nah, this one's like, don't close your eyes.
What the fuck? Don't try to go to
Okay.
sleep.
Yeah, don't dream of real life people and events.
Well, fuck.
Um,
There goes my
don't use
plan.
dream. Don't. What the? You know what? I'm calling bullshit on this list. Right at point 3, I'm calling
Okay, go
bullshit.
ahead.
Don't use dream commands such as trap me or scare me. Who the fuck is saying trap me?
That's somebody
Uh,
that needs some fucking therapy, not some lucid dreams.
yeah, don't do too many exciting things. Example, sex. Oh, okay. So
Sorry, hun.
don't so all the teenagers that are listening to our podcast here,
Is that our demographic?
you can't have wet dreams and have them
Okay.
count as lucid dreams. You're
So
not
gross.
being successful. Actually, no, we don't. Our age group that we hit, 4% of the age group that we hit is 23 to 27.
23 to 27.
So
Okay.
by 23 to 27, you should have mastered uh, your wet dreams. You should be having them, but you should have them a la carte the way you
See,
want
yeah, I
them.
was gonna
So
say you
never
could
mind.
lucid dream, like, and like, y- hello, you can do anything.
Then here's one. Here's one on the list. Don't use your abilities too soon. Like you're fucking X-Men or
Right. Our
something. Okay.
abilities. I'm not Miss
And
Cleo.
then
Okay. I'm not a baby.
the last one. Yeah, the last one. Don't lucid dream all the time. All right,
Well,
cool.
they also
Well,
say
I'm
don't
out.
masturbate all the time, but a lot of people do it.
Yeah, you know what? That's a topic we need to do on this damn
Well,
podcast. I
masturbation?
don't know if this is episode. Yeah, that's a weird thing because that's right up there with this whole concept that I've been seeing
Oh
lately
God, what?
that deals with the masculinity push, and also
The
it's kind of
masculinity
a good
push?
yeah, it's kind of a good tie-in with what we're talking about with dreaming and achieving goals and all that kind of stuff. It's like people are sapping their potential to achieving goals if they are looking at porn and or
Really?
masturbating, which the two and two kind of go hand in hand. Not unless you're running a porn business and you're just like, look, I got to do the business before I masturbate. So let me
It's
go ahead.
work, honey.
You know, you
I don't
can't.
know what to
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
you.
right. It's literally work, honey. It's literally work. You know how the bread is buttered. It's
It is. And
literally
you know
work.
what's butter in it, okay?
Stop. Candace is in the feature. You know I have
Right.
to translate it to Spanish. Stop. I'm not I'm not
Right. I'm
cheating.
not
I'm just
cheating.
rolling my
She's a
R's.
fluffer.
So
Okay.
yeah,
I really,
and fluffing is a thing, and they're still around.
well,
So
I mean, I really do.
okay, we've already touched the tip of it.
Pun intended.
Huh? You
Pun
what?
intended.
Yeah, yeah. You really do
I
what?
don't,
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
no
Pun
idea.
was intended
Okay.
right there.
Whenever I get
No,
home
you were
from
saying you
work,
really do what?
when I get home from work, I try not to
Uh-huh.
think. Like, have to think so much at work that my brain is
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when I come home, it's just mush. Is that weird?
Yes. So no, no, no. I don't think it's weird. I think it's just you trying to save yourself.
Fair.
Like no, no. I'm not meaning that in like a I'm not meaning that in like a bad way. I think that's really like where it's kind of what I was saying earlier about having me time and my own time. It's this shit that I do is not it's not high level.
Right.
It's not really having me do
It's having
anything
me not do
overly
something.
cognitive. Yeah, it's not having me do anything overly cognitive, but it's that moment in time where I'm able to do something without having to bear the weight of whatever it is I've been doing all
Right.
day.
Yeah.
And so if that means in my bed playing a game on my phone, that's that zone out moment right there where I can just do my own thing and I don't have to, well, did you do, was this done? Was this one? Was this done? What time is it? Okay, is it here? And dealing with elderly a lot, you're just sort of like, okay, did I give the right meds? Was it is
Oh
this
my
the new
God, you're
med
so
day? I don't know. Wait,
right.
and you're like, okay, gotta feed. Okay, how much time do I have before the next bathroom break? Okay,
Right. I have
45
something
minutes.
I
Can
want
I
to
get
do.
this
Can
done
I
in
get it
40?
done between now and then? All of that.
Yeah. Can I get this done in 45 minutes? I don't know. Okay, answer the phone, answer the phone. Fuck, now I got 5 minutes. Okay, what do I,
Right.
okay, type this email out as fast as I can, type this email. And so you get to the point where you have these days. Like for me, I wake up early. I wake up as early as I possibly can. Sometimes it's somewhere between 3 and 6. I'll wake up. Sometimes when I wake up at 3, I can't go back to sleep. So I just say, fuck it, seize the day.
Right.
But I love those moments because I don't have any fucking thing going on that I need to be mindful of other than myself. So I work out, I drink water, I just chill and do shit that I really want to focus on myself. Because I know the rest of my day is going to be just back and forth shenanigans of what the fuck,
Right.
and so I can totally understand you saying that you get home and you're just like, I just want to not think and or do anything, and you just go into this very quiet quasi hibernation mode
Right. I'm
because
functioning.
you're
I
kind of,
function through it,
yeah,
but I'm just
yeah,
mindless
because you,
doing it.
yeah, you're kind of like, I'm gonna do my pattern, I'm going to do my routine because I don't have to think real hard when I'm doing it because I already know what I need to do. And it's sort of a means of where I do that to just save myself. Like I don't need to, like, for me, one of the things that people say, okay, you don't have a lot of lights on. I don't need lights. I can
I
function,
fucking
or
I know I got
or I'm taking
mind
a
control. Debo got mind control over
well,
here.
it's like, or I'm taking a shower in the dark,
I
right? It's like,
can't do
well,
it.
don't you don't you need the light on? It's like, I know where the shit is on my
I will fall
body. I'm
over.
good. It's like, I'm good. I can feel when it's
Oh, there
lathered
it
up.
is.
I'm move. I'm good. And because to me, that's one less thing I got to focus on. I don't have to, I can just totally move without the concentration of where I'm standing, where's the water? What's this? I just totally exist in a void. And it's almost like I think it's the closest that I get to lucid dreaming in the sense that it's like I go into a meditative state, but I'm doing shit while in
Mhm.
it. Does that make
Mhm. Yeah,
sense?
absolutely.
Like when you meditate, your eyes are
Mhm.
closed, you're still, your breathing is controlled, and you're you're emptying yourself, you're focused on emptying yourself, relaxing,
That's
controlling
a
your
perfect way to
breathing,
say it, emptying yourself, just mentally
which
emptying yourself. That
which is a scary fucking thing to do if you do it right.
it can be.
Because I did it one time and it was like focus on being inside of a mountain, feel the weight of the mountain. It's like, oh shit, I'm feeling the weight of this fucking
Mhm.
mountain. Am I trapped in this bitch? I can't be
Can I
trapped.
stop? I wish I would have practiced lucid dreaming more. Mhm.
But it was, that's the closest I can get with that because I'm sort of in a state where I'm mentally not as focused on anything, but just when you're meditating, it's just get your breathing under control, hear yourself breathing, let the breathing go in, go out, go in. And I'm almost that same way when I'm moving around in the dark.
Really?
It's like yeah, it's like I'm traveling and doing things. I'm in the shower,
You are a ninja.
but but it's like I'm meditating. I'm in a state of meditation,
What?
but I'm doing what I need to do in a sense of
But you're in the dark.
whatever.
I do the same
Yeah,
thing, but the lights are on. It's
but you're in the dark when your eyes are closed and you're meditating.
That's true, but I can't be walking around the house doing stuff,
I
or
Oh man,
I can't
oh
do
I
it.
do, I do, and it's like
You're
so.
because you're a ninja. I'm not a ninja.
It's for me. It's probably like one of those things where I'm probably the calmest I can be at that time.
Yeah, I understand that completely.
Like you relinquish one sense to focus yourself on the others,
Absolutely.
and then you just sort of like have this. I Let me say that again. I don't know about you. I just sort of have this piece of understanding that I can do things without tied to it visually.
Without
I can like I could do it without tied to it visually. I could walk around the house and go up and down the
Oh my
stairs
god.
into other
No.
rooms.
Do you understand what would happen if I did that? I
Yeah,
would die.
I think like the first 15 to 30 minutes after waking up, I don't open my eyes.
I'm I'm sorry. Can we just recognize the fact that you are a ninja, or you might be superhuman
I, d-
power
I
or
no,
superhuman power?
yeah, it's one that I think that
If you ever go
people should
blind,
try.
that would be so
Yeah,
helpful,
yeah,
but
yeah.
your luck, you probably go deaf. And just have, like, laser eyesight until the
The
day
one,
you die.
the one, thing, the one thing you've been prepping for this whole time never happens.
Right.
But death gets you fucked over. You go deaf, and now all that prep out the
What you gonna do
window.
now, big
So
boy? Hmm?
yeah, that's hilarious. Well, with your luck, you're probably go deaf.
I'm sorry.
So true.
I felt like I had to say
So
it.
fucking true. So fucking true. Um, yeah, dreams are incredible. Meditations is a very interesting thing because I've been giving that a go a lot more than I used to.
Me too.
I don't meditate in the traditional sense. I just find a place and I fucking just shut down. Well, not shut down, but I get into a focused sense of where I'm going to meditate now, and I'm just going to focus internally on connecting with myself and do that for however long until I come out of that. And so I don't really time myself and let a fucking gong or whatever go off and take, to know that it's been 30 minutes or whatever. Sometimes it's 5 minutes, sometimes it's
Please tell me that your
15
alarms
minutes,
I'm
sometimes.
sorry, please tell me that your alarms are gongs, different gongs.
No, they're not. They're
Awesome.
not.
Could
I
you
don't
work
even
on
have
that,
any.
please?
Yeah, right. I need to, right? Now saying it. But I do remember I didn't finish my statement with the alarms.
Oh, yeah, go
I
ahead.
have got I've gotten into the practice where I've turned my alarms off to let myself wake up on its own.
Mhm. With, like, your circadian
Because
rhythm.
because I feel like that also adds to it wakes you up into an anxiety state, maybe a low key anxiety state because you've got this jarring, no matter how melodic you make your alarm, it it becomes a jarring
Mm-hmm.
thing. Then all of a sudden, this little whatever the fucking jingles you got going on, that wasn't happening 5 minutes prior. So now you're like, what
I
the
should
fuck?
put some
Okay.
polka.
Is that you now? Oh, there you go.
There, you there,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
there,
yeah,
you
yeah,
there,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
there.
yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
me.
yeah,
This is
yeah,
why we are
yeah.
probably never going to shake
No,
that
you're not.
name.
No, I think it's in our plan. So
Check your mic. Check your
my,
mic.
my mic's working.
my junk is working.
Yeah,
Don't
right.
worry about my junk.
And mine was still.
Fuck me. Is it doing? No. Okay. Sorry.
There you go. You're good.
I'm
You're good.
going crazy.
No, no,
Fucking
no,
hell.
no. I'm already there. I've realized that I'm already there.
Okay. I
So
just don't need to touch my mic at all.
yeah. So
Okay, hold on.
I
After that. Sorry.
I got to the point where I realized some things about myself. I can't if I got 3 hours before I gotta wake up, I don't go to sleep. Because
What? Say that again?
if I have 3 hours before I have to wake up and do shit,
Oh no.
I don't go to sleep.
If there
Because
is 5 minutes before I have
really,
to do something,
I can't do it.
I'm in bed. I'm like, leave me alone.
Oh no, because I hate naps.
I would love naps.
Oh, I can't. Naps is like people have a thing about
Awesome.
masturbation. I have a thing about naps. Naps to me is the sleep version of like you're just teasing
What do you
yourself.
like? Masturbate and go run a
You're
marathon?
just teasing yourself. Like, look, I want to commit to sleep. I want to have a committed relationship with sleep.
Yes, it's exactly like masturbation.
I don't want to have this thing where I'm just like, I'm just gonna take 1 hour of you and then I'm gonna get up and do my thing. No, no,
You sure?
no. Yeah, no.
Okay.
I need you for at least 4 hours. If
Wait, what are we talking about? Which one?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And so for sleep, I mean, for sleep, if it's 3 hours, I've just found that if it's 3 hours or less, I'm really not in the best mood after that. Like I'm really feeling like I should have just stayed sleeping. Not unless I'm on the run or where I'm really focused. I need to get this done, or I fell asleep in an airport. I need to go ahead and wake up anyway.
Oh,
Um,
have you ever fallen asleep in an airport?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It's a
okay.
very on the run feeling, especially if you're falling asleep in a foreign country airport. You're like, fuck.
Oh, where
I
am
f-
I? Oh shit.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
really, where am I?
yeah. I fell asleep, but okay, cool, whatever. It's fine, whatever. Um, so yeah, I found that 3 hours is not enough. I need solid sleep. But then I also found that if I wake up with an alarm, I'm kind of just like, yeah, the whole morning. It's just this real, I don't know, it's like a anxiety or feeling like I'm on the clock as soon as I wake up. I'm like, now
I understand that.
I got limited time to do the shit I need. And it's a mindset thing because you still are that same way whether you wake up with an alarm or not. It's just that jarring feeling is not as much there as it would be with the alarm. I don't know. Again, it's me. It's me.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I feel about that.
I think I'm gonna set my phone to play polka music when my alarm goes off, just to
Really?
freak out Laura.
No, freak somebody out. Yeah, absolutely, freak somebody out. The whole those that are like the sun rises in May and it's like some weird like it
It was
escalates.
like a
It's like
Massengill commercial.
yeah, it's like the sound of fucking birds in the morning and shit. I'm like waking up I literally woke up one time, went to the window, like, did I leave this some bitch open? And then realized it was closed, got back in the bed, and it was still going, the music and all that. It's like, God damn it, it's this new alarm. I hate it. So yeah, it was like some weird summer meadow or something. It was very Massengill
It made you
titled.
feel pretty.
Yeah, it was like, "This is the sunrise over the meadow," and it's like the birds and everything are waking up and
Right.
woodpeckers and shit. And I was like, "Okay, this is
I like it
bullshit."
whenever it starts really light and then it gets gradually,
Yeah, yeah, that's what this one
yeah,
was
like
doing.
completely, like fully immersive.
That's what this one was doing, and I was like, "Where the fuck is that woodpecker? Why is it so loud now?" I was
Son
like,
of a
"Oh,
bitch.
it's the alarm, whatever." So I think that
Yeah.
that's for me, like, like I've told you, I've had really fucked up dreams before, like the one where I'm chasing myself, and then so I don't know if that's
Yeah, that
why.
one blew my head off.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like the root of why I am so apprehensive about lucid dreaming, but that's also goes hand in hand with me and any kind of brain altering thing like psychedelics.
You're amazing.
I can't really see myself. I don't know. Like I wanna try psychedelics, which is weird because I've really shied away
Are
from
not
every.
about drugs
Yeah, I
at
really
all.
shied away from everything, but it's like this whole
Have
opening.
such a bad influence.
Yeah, right?
Like,
But it's
he's
like
like, no,
this.
I've never done anything. Now he's like, I'm thinking about trying ayahuasca.
Well, it's the whole opening, like, everything else dampens or diminishes or well, at least in my head, it dampens or diminishes or it gives this really, really artificial heightening and of awareness, like Molly and ecstasy gives this really
Terrifying.
heightened, yeah, really heightened and really pharmaceutically enhanced
Mm-mm.
reaction. Whereas mushrooms and other things that naturally heighten your cognitive awareness, that that does have an appeal, for me, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck Imma do, so let me just keep stay
I
let me
know where
just
my
stay.
feet are on this planet right now. Okay. I might
Yeah,
not know what I'm
let me
doing, but I know I'm here.
yeah, yeah, let me just stay where the fuck I am and listen to other people's stories because that sounds safe. Because I r like, listening to people
That
that
sounds
are
safe.
yeah, like,
Yeah,
listening
I
to
know.
people that have done, MDMA and, LSD and then psilocybin mushrooms, and then there's this other one, I can't remember this other one, but basically, when you start to talk to the other entities that are on the other side of the veil, that's that's where I'm like, I don't know if I wanna I don't know if I wanna know what they say. I don't know.
Yeah, right, right. I don't know if I'm
Uh,
ready. Well, I would be like, I don't know if I'm prepared to deal with those demons.
yeah, if
But
they
I
like,
guess you'd about to nut up if you decide that that's what
yeah,
you're gonna
if I'm
do,
like just
then
if
hang
I'm just
on.
there and like one person's like, "Oh, I entered a void and it was just nothing but darkness. It was nothing." And then you die and there's nothing. And then all of a sudden there's these entities and they are there. They've just been there waiting and they see you and they know everything about you. It's like, I don't know. That is, that's not a really good teaser to a movie I
Oh,
want to see.
okay. So talking about psychedelics, let's also talk about some. I mean, I don't know really what it is, but I know that it's. I saw this. God dang it! I saw this video that I wish I wouldn't have seen, and it
Okay.
was of the zombie drug. It
Oh,
was on the streets.
I was gonna say, did it have 2 girls and a cup in it? Because I don't wanna see it.
Oh my
Still
god,
haven't seen that.
no.
Still haven't seen it. Holding
No, I
out,
won't do
still
it.
have okay. So
I won't
zombie
do it.
drugs, okay.
Yeah,
Zombie
zombie. So
drugs.
it was a video of like city streets, and
Mhm,
somebody's walking through and saying, "This is what is being pushed now to
mhm,
people to take."
mhm.
It was like I'm
I
not.
feel like
It's called the zombie drug. I don't
I
know
feel like I
anything
kinda
about
know
it.
what you're talking about. I
It is
can't peg
fucked
it
up the
to.
way these people stand,
Yeah, they're just standing there
uh,
completely out.
contorted.
Yes, yeah, like their body just gets they lean all the way
Like,
back,
yeah, I know it's
backwards or
weird.
forward, and you're just like I'm staring at 'em, it's like, how do you
Even
take a
stand up
drug
that way.
how do you take a drug that gives you mythical balance? Like, nobody should be
Right.
you
You're
should
a
be falling over.
wizard.
Like, any other time you're doing that, 1, you're like, "Ooh, this is hurting my back." 2, your muscles are shaking. If the 3, you're falling over. None of this is happening, and they're out, like, out. And it's like, how what is this going what is and
They
how
wake up real quick and jerk. You're like,
yeah,
"Ugh." It looks
it's
like
like,
the
how is that?
Thriller, the
And
movie.
so for
Go
me, when
ahead.
I'm seeing somebody like that, I'm just like, "Okay, ho how is that good? What are you experiencing that makes it so must have after that?"
Mm-mm.
I don't know, and I don't wanna find that out
Right. I don't even
'cause
wanna
it
be close to anybody who has to find that out.
oh,
Like, that is
yeah.
how far removed I wanna be away from it.
Because it they start to deteriorate in a lot of ways because they just give up everything in order to achieve this state of fuck, I don't even know what the
It's
state
just
is called.
vacancy. It's a vacancy.
That's a good one. That I like that. Yeah, it is a
I
state
mean,
of
they're
vacancy.
completely vacant from themselves.
Yeah, yeah. They're achieving a state of meditation
It's
that should not be happening.
terrifying.
Yeah, it's a very terrifying thing. You're absolutely
And,
right.
you gotta think, I mean, so this sounds terrible, but if they're gonna do that, I really hope that, like, they're mentally just completely gone, because having
It
to
seems
come back from that, I
yeah.
can't imagine remembering going through that, you
It
know?
seems like they are. It seems like they are. Like they get in a slight standing coma state. I I I don't know what it's like. All I can think of is like when you're putting other people when you're subjecting other people to
You're
you being
crackling.
I am now
Yeah,
or
you are now, yes.
I don't hear myself crackling. Am I still crackling?
No, I think you're better now.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Um, for me, it's always those things where I just don't know what it's like. I can't put myself in a, a mental okayness to where I'm like, I'm ready to take something where I'm subjecting other people to how I might be when I take that thing.
Mm, mhm, mhm.
And if I put myself in a state of like what you were saying, those people are, what the fuck are the other people doing around me? Like
Right.
you just disconnect. You just whoop, pull the plug real quick, and your body's still functioning, but mentally you're not available. You are just vacant. Like you said, there's a vacancy that just takes place and you just and how long that goes, ah, depends. But there's
Well, so
nothing that can be done.
I'll try to explain it to you this way, or see, maybe introduce this perspective. I think that vacancy, being vacant, or dealing with someone that
Mhm,
is vacant, I think that that is actually an automatic mental health concern,
mhm,
because even if you're like, no, I don't have anything wrong with me mentally. No, you don't, but
mm,
you're being affected by that. And if
yeah.
the people that are trying to help them get clean are seeing them this way, it's got to just fuck their head up.
Yeah, I don't even know like, I see that kinda stuff happen, you watch the show Intervention, you'll see that, like, that one chick that was doing, air cans and whatnot, and she just would go completely out,
Did you
completely
say
gone.
hair cans?
Air, air
Like
can
whippets?
yeah, 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 yeah. So, I can I can I can see them being affected in that regard, but at the same time, like you said, it's just like how it affects other people and where it is in that person's life mentally
Crackle.
that they where it is with that person's life mentally they are okay
Mm.
rejecting that.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I don't know.
You're cutting up really bad. I don't understand why. Of
I
course I
don't know
don't.
either. Yeah, right. No, it's okay. It just goes with the whole shitty
Oh my
plan first.
God.
Is it worse now?
I think I need to buy you some headphones.
No, my headphones are okay. Oh, you know what?
Mm.
Probably didn't charge. I probably didn't charge these motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, you're cutting out really bad. And it's really crackly.
No,
It's not
no.
crackly right now. I don't know what you did. Did you set up straight? Were you lounging? I know you like to do
Yeah,
weird shit. Were you hanging from the
yeah. I
ceiling?
stood up straight.
Just
I
tell
stood
me.
up straight.
I mean, if you were doing like something fucking whatever extreme
Yeah.
stretching, then it's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Um.
So yeah, there's that. Now we do need to talk about something.
mm,
We need
yes. Yes, we do.
we need to
Yes,
talk about
God.
that
Yes.
fucked up show you had me watch.
Yes, God.
But you
Yes.
have got to
So
quit
here's
crackling. Plug your shit in real quick.
okay. Before I do, I'm just gonna say we're gonna switch over to another exciting episode of the Dinosaur Reviews, and in this segment, the Dinosaur Reviews, The Witch. She's never seen it. I
Oh, I
have, so I
fucking
knew what
seen it
she was
now.
walking
Thank
in.
you.
I knew what she was walking into, but take it away. Give us the review.
Okay. While he's straightening his mess out, um, that movie. Whoo! I it was a it was a little it wasn't like jump scare. I mean, maybe three times that I was like jump scared.
Right.
But they play this like super high pitched sharp note or
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
oh fucking hell. And it's just it just gets on like
Yes, yes.
and I was like, get the sour taste out of my mouth, like and yeah, the well, what the fuck? I mean,
Yeah.
I
Like,
I'm
where do
glad that
you
I
start?
watched it, but um when
It's like,
I realized that the little kids were the issue.
yeah, yeah, those little
Holy
kids.
shit. And
Yeah.
the goat? Are you what?
Oh yeah, Black Phillip.
Yeah, Black Phillip. And thinking that
So,
the parents thinking that the kids were getting those spells and those chants from the sister,
hmm
but it wasn't. It was from the goat. It's always the goat.
yep,
He's the greatest of all time.
yeah, yeah. So, hold on while I'm trying to plug this in.
I think he's trying to plug in his junk right now. But it was definitely scary because it was more of a psychological it was more like a mind fuck because you thought you had it figured out but you really didn't. So yeah, I'm kind of terrified for the next thing that he gets me to watch. I mean, can you imagine? I'm gonna just be peeing on myself when we be so scared. And I think dude just checked out. For real, for real.
It was totally my fault.
Okay,
Sorry
I
about
think we're
that.
back. That's okay.
So I was listening to you talking about the kids and the whole rundown with um, the witch, and so the whole thing. Okay, you got that scene that I was telling you about that was just when it was her and
And the goat,
Black Phillip.
it was like
Yeah.
sexual, kinda.
Oh my God, the whole transformation when he's walking behind her. Did you see that
Mm-hmm.
part? Like
Yeah.
the hoof turns into a boot. Fucking phenomenal. And this was like this
Right.
guy. This was this person's first real major movie, and
Mm.
he shot this, and I was like,
Really?
yeah, and it was like, fuck. And I swear, I thought for sure I'd seen this in black and white before, so it was even worse then. But yeah, the movie was great. You know, they, like I was saying, they get kicked out, and if you haven't seen The Witch, you better stop now because spoilers are all throughout. But again,
Yeah, and I also wanted to say, okay, I get it that your corn burnt up and you're not going to have any corn. Okay, I get that. And that fucking sucks. All right, I get it. Now it's chicken feed. But
Yeah,
you fucking only relied on one crop?
right. I-
That's all you got? When you
well,
was packing your shit to go, you said, what could I need to take? All the seeds? Nah, I'll just take a handful of these.
just gonna do chords. So the thing that's interesting is like there's this considerable time jump in the beginning, and but it was done very subtle.
Very well.
It was done very subtle that you just because nothing was given to you like, oh, in a year later or whatever. You start off with them, getting punished, and the dad's like, yeah, well, come with me. They all
Right.
leave,
And then they're in a homestead.
and but they go on the wagon. They go on the wagon with all their shit, and you would assume with supplies, but and in the
I don't know
next
what they were bringing,
yeah,
but
in the next scene, they're camping, right? They're camping under the
right.
campfire, and then the next scene after that, they got a house, they got a barn. So they've
They got
done
a goat, they got chickens, they got a
yeah,
fence,
so some time
they
has
got a
gone
fucking
by.
witch in the woods.
Yeah, well, no, they camped that one night, and then the next scene, you don't know how many days they've been out there, but the next scene, they find this place where they eventually build their house, and they're all on their knees praising God, and that's the first um, ramp up sound effect like you were talking about.
Right. Oh my
That's when
god,
you
are you
like
kidding me?
they're praising God, but meanwhile, the viewer, you're hearing this sound, you're like, yeah, nah, this is gonna turn bad.
I'm like, mm-mm.
Those aren't
Okay.
those aren't
I'm
angels.
not a soothsayer here,
Yeah,
but
right.
I don't think this is gonna end well.
Yeah, those aren't angels praising God with
No.
you.
Nope.
You're
I didn't
about
look over to Laura and be like, is this a rom-com?
right, yeah, because this is some dark comedy right here. They're
I'm
happy, but
like,
they're about to die.
are you still good?
But
Babe, you
so
need
next thing you
anything?
know, they have wood. They have like a fuck ton of wood. They have
Right?
enough wood to build this house, multi-room house with an attic that
That's why that
apparently
guy was ripped.
that's where the kids were. And then they had this little thrown together barn. Now, is it the best carpentry? No. It's just this family doing
No.
it for themselves, but it's stable enough. Um,
Right.
and so time has gone by, and they've got these goats. They've got plenty of goats and chickens and stuff, but they got that one Black Phillip.
Yeah, it's like a black billy goat.
And that was ruling like nothing goes on outside unless Black Phillip gives us okay.
Right. He about to rectify.
Yeah. So you just know like Black Phillip is living embodiment of foreshadowing for this family. You just don't know when
And it
that
ain't good.
yeah,
Okay.
you just don't
He
know
ain't no
when
spring chicken.
yeah, you don't know when that shoe's gonna drop, but Black Phillip's about to he's about to have everyone recognize his power, and you just don't know when.
He about,
So
he about to break loose.
like this whole after that, it just goes down. I mean, the fucking baby disappears.
Yeah, and then it's
Then
no. And then they show
yeah,
the
then
witch
the
doing
witch is making that oil of old
paste or
baby.
something.
Yeah, the oil of a baby. Like he's he's like, it's just like, wow, you didn't even try and raise it for yourself. You're just like, no, I need a baby because
Right. I know your skin is dry now, but
I've got to
if you let it
moisturize.
grow a little bit.
Yeah, I've got to moisturize. Fuck it. This is like, no, you got to get it when they're young, apparently, because that's when the
Right.
moisturization works the best. And clearly,
But then afterwards, it showed her again, and she was beautiful and
yeah, I
stuff.
was
So
gonna
the
say,
baby
which
did
clearly it
rejuvenate
did.
her.
Clearly, we're talking shit, but clearly that works in the witch community. So
Who knew?
yeah, you get a
Not a
baby.
witch.
Yeah, you get a baby, and you it is the fountain of youth. It takes 70 years off, just like that. So, so
And
it was
offer shelter.
yeah, right. Yeah, you get to come up real quick when you get a baby.
Right. Damn.
That baby
Upgrade.
that 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 baby paste is beautiful. So
Right. Life is
everybody
good
starts
now.
going crazy. and you start to realize, like, when you look at it, if you ever look at it a second time, and I'm not saying I looked at it multiple times, like back to back. It took a while for me to look at it another time.
No, I think I can. I could turn it on right now and
I
watch it
think,
again. I've already
and
seen it.
and I looked at it the third time, right, when I was telling you, when you looked at it, I was looking at it because I wanted to get refreshed with it before, this episode, and
Look at you.
it was a lot of other things that we picked up on because you could tell, like something was taking control of the family to the point that people were talking, but they weren't realizing that they were under the control of whatever's out there, Black Phillip entity, whatever. It's like even when the kids were like, "Ah, she's a witch," and she's like, "Yeah, I'm a witch," and yeah, and it's like so much foreshadowing right there. It's like, "Yeah, I'm
Right.
a witch, and I do this, and I'm the witch of the woods," and I'm
So
like,
then you think that's where it's going.
"Yeah, what?" But then also you're thinking like, Is that her?
Is
It
she actually being the witch right now?
Right? Is she
That's what I
possessed?
thought.
Yeah, is she possessed right now, or is she playing along and don't know how much she's, speaking truth into the existence or what? Because everybody in that scene, everybody in that dialogue right there gets fucked up in some way. Like
Mhm.
the twins, the brother, which the brother he starts fantasizing
Poor
about his
guy.
sister, and he's like, "Wow, she's got
He got the
tits."
shit into the stick there.
Yeah, he's like, "My sister has tits," and he's not saying it, but like there's scenes of him
Right,
just
but you could
staring at
tell.
her. They're sleeping in the attic, like nothing goes on good there later, yo. Yeah, it's just so weird. You got that awkwardly long gun, which is just sort of like this very.
What the hell with that
It
thing?
was like the
I
most. It
know.
was the most brutal example of futility. Like, okay, you're trying to hunt, but you have the most cumbersome tool to hunt with. You're never going to be successful with it. And so the.
And don't give it to a fucking
Yeah,
8-year-old
yeah,
to carry. It's
yeah.
twice as big as
Yeah,
him.
easily twice the size, and how he was
What the
getting through
hell?
those brambles with the rifle, no clue, no clue.
Right?
But you start to
I'd be
see.
like, "Fuck this thing.
Yeah, but you
I'm
start
to
to see
kill
that
it with my hands."
Black Phillip exists on the farm, on the homestead, but off the homestead, it's a rabbit,
Right.
and then you're like, "Oh, shit, okay, so what's going
I didn't really even
here? We
understand
got
the
a
rabbit
rabbit,
thing.
we got a goat, what else is happening? I don't know what else is happening." Um And they can't, like, there's nothing you could do. They can't do anything to shoot this rabbit. They're just starving. They're like, "We need to eat something." There's the rabbit.
Right, and there's a fucking rabbit right here.
And then next thing you know,
Come
you
on.
get flash banged in the eye with your long gun, and
Right, your
it's just
fucking cannon.
it's just so,
Jesus.
like, it's so weird because the animal is not even running. It's like it wants to see, "Okay, really? Are you gonna shoot me with that? You really feel successful with that? I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna stay right here. You're not gonna hit me. I'm gonna sit right here. Go ahead, put your powder in.
Right. Go
Put your
ahead.
powder in.
Go
I'll
ahead.
wait. I'll wait." Right then and there,
Right.
right then and there, you should not have shot that rabbit because the rabbit is sitting there. The dog is barking his head off. It is unfazed. It's like, I'm looking at
Right. You don't give
people.
a fuck.
I got a dog. They let them load their gun. You guys are
He's like, "Y'all think this is some shit? Watch, this is about to be some shit."
Yeah, you guys are quoting Bible scriptures and the depths of your sin. I'll just be right here. Nope, I'll be right here. It was
You figured that
so
out real quick. You done? You with
Yeah,
it?
it was so many amazing levels of where you just see them getting deeper and deeper and deeper, and it's like, God, they're so close to it, they can't see it. They're so. And the dad just like, "Yeah, I stole your mom's cup, and, I'll."
He had to finally nut up about that.
Yeah, and he's like, "I'll get around to telling her when she stops grieving over the baby." Dude, that's never gonna happen. She's never gonna not
Right?
grieve over this baby. Meanwhile, she's going through her own little psychosis and thinks, "My daughter stole it." For what? Why would she steal it?
Right. And
Where
she thinks she's like a fucking demon now.
where's she go, ma'am, where's she gonna go with the silver cup? Look around you. There's nothing but the woods
Right.
and the plantation you all left that clearly nobody's like in their
Is
minds.
welcome back.
Yeah, nobody in their mindset at this point. It's like, mm, let's go back. Meanwhile, the dad did and didn't tell anybody. He took the silver cup and sold it back to me. And then the flip side, the mom's thinking, oh, the dad's really successful. He's bearing crops. He's bearing crops. No, he went to the store and bought that lady with your silver cup.
Right.
It was so many things. And
It's just, yeah, it was a really good movie.
yeah, in the end, when you know how done with things and how like you really have no understanding. Like you have nothing to say, nah, I'm good to when you're tempted by the taste of butter. When you when something says, wouldn't you like the taste of butter? You're like, yeah, I would. Sign your name in my book.
Oh, right.
Go
Okay, yeah.
go ahead.
That, yeah.
Wouldst thou like the taste of butter? It's like, mm, yes.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you
It,
like
it
to
was kind of,
travel
it
the
was
world?
weird.
Wouldn't you like to travel the world? Yes. Yeah. Sign your name in my book. I don't know how to write. I'll help you write.
I'll guide your hand.
I'll help
Like, you
you.
creep, get away from me.
God, it was such a good scene.
I'd be like, you better back the fuck off.
Like everybody else, no, okay, so I want to be unlimitedly wealthy. Okay, so then I want like a big house, and then I
Where's my
want,
Tesla? I
and
don't
then,
see it.
okay, and then I never want to pay taxes again. I want an 800 credit score, and then I want, nah, nah, nah. Thomason, she flipped for the taste of butter. She
Right.
He was like, okay, I'll sign the deal
Damn.
just for the taste of butter.
Oh my God.
Because on a homestead like that, you're that tired of churning milk to get butter. You just want the taste. Can I just
Just
can I just
just
taste some?
one little pat of butter.
Yeah, can I taste some butter that I didn't have to pound a stick up and down for
Oh,
32
is it cold
hours?
too? Right.
Like, never mind is being offered to you by a goat that just transformed into a fully clothed man.
That's fine. That one's okay.
Yeah,
We're good.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a good story.
yeah. You're
That's
just
it's
like,
a bar trick. That's what old Philip
yeah.
does.
It only has this trick only works in made up sheds on a homestead. It's such a good movie. God damn it, it's such a good movie.
It was a good movie.
And
I'll watch it again
and
for
she
sure.
finds the coven and just gets completely overwhelmed with just I don't even know what it was. Ecstasy, joy, laughter, immense awareness of the power and just flying, floating, hovering in the
Laura didn't
air.
understand that at all, and I had to explain it to my take on it.
Yeah.
So I kind of felt like she was in control of she signed her soul over to the devil, so he's able to make her do anything that she wants to. And
Mhm.
she sees them dancing and she's like, oh my gosh, that's amazing, those are my people. But then they're stuck in hell because they're just dancing all the fucking time and they're exhausted and they're moving and thriving and floating and whatever. So she's kind of like, this is awesome. And then she's like, fucking shit, this is forever.
Yeah, it's a weird kind of thing where you're getting what you asked for, but at the same time, it's the impression, the illusion of being a puppet. Like you're you are you are hovering and you are ascended into the air by way of the strings that are giving you the power to do so, when those strings are manipulated by the hand of fill in the blank, devil,
Right.
Satan, Black Phillip, whatever you want to call it, the thing that gives you butter, whatever you want to call it. And there's a group of people in the woods that she just immediately walks towards, guided by Philip. Um, and you could only assume that's the coven of witches. And at what point becomes uh, at what point becomes like a metaphor or, you know, a visual of some sort of mental state. Who knows? Like did Thomason just completely lose her mind and this was this was
Yeah, I
it.
don't understand how she kept it together for as long as she did. Truly.
Yeah,
I have
it's
no idea because I would have lost my shit. Like,
like she was the least affected though, you think? I feel like she was the least affected.
yes,
Minus the twins. The twins were too young to understand it, but like the young
but they
yeah,
were also distracted.
but then again, I guess in that time frame, a lot of kids died like that anyway,
Mhm.
so you don't have that. So you're always prepped for, yeah, any moment now,
You're gonna lose a kid.
the the cold, you can get congested and die out here because there wasn't very few
Well,
there was very few things that kept combated anything like infections and whatnot especially if you're on a homestead with very little already. And
right.
they were, but she was like, she was there when the baby disappeared, and she was just sort of like, "Yeah, baby's gone. It wasn't a wolf. I know it wasn't a wolf. I can't really explain it." And
Right.
and then next thing
Well,
you
back
know,
whenever they later on in the movie when the dad says, "We're gonna sell the girl," it's like it's money,
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
food, it's
yeah, you're almost like a
that's what they
little,
had to do. It was really brutal back
yeah,
then.
you're almost like a little commodity that's in the back pocket. It's like, okay, well, shit gets bad. I guess we can sell the kids, and Thomason's the most capable. She's the most sellable.
Mhm.
She's, somebody might want to breed a kid with her. Somebody might need a housemaid. Somebody
Or
might
a
need a,
nanny or something.
yeah, and
Anything.
she could do it, and we'll get money for that and be able to keep it moving because we got the twins and we got the son, so he can help out around the homestead, and the twins,
Mhm.
they'll get older and they can help around the homestead, and you know we're good to go. Yeah, it's a different mentality. Definitely a different mentality. But when they all start breaking down, oh my God, the son comes
Mhm.
back naked and he's got the fucking weird apple thing coming out of the rotten apple coming
What
out of
was
his.
on his stomach?
I don't know.
They didn't show it, right?
I don't know if they were trying to like if that was him cut up from going through the the
No, there was
thicket.
something carved. They mentioned it. Something
Yeah,
was carved on his
yeah,
stomach.
and that was the whole witchery thing that the mom was talking about. Like he's
Right,
been,
but what was it?
I don't know, I don't know. I that's one of the reasons why I look at certain movies like that again because I know I'm just like, okay, there's stuff I need to process that
Mhm.
I didn't catch. And his whole delirium that he goes into was just answering himself in regard because he was like, "What about me? Will I go to heaven? I don't know.
Right.
Will I ever have enough time to atone for my sins? What about the baby? The baby never had time to. If we're all born in sin, then that baby's going to
Right.
hell." So his delirium was more like an affirmation for himself that you're good. You're going to be in Jesus's lap,
Yeah.
and you love. Okay, great. Clearly you love Jesus. Clearly
Right.
everybody in that room knows you love dude. Okay, got it. And then he just fucking died in a very crucifixy way.
Yes.
And but the twins were like mimicking him in some sort of way, but in a weird synchronized way. It was just so much happening, and Thomason was just there. It's like, "You're a witch." Like, "I'm not. You're making this happen." "I'm not." "But are you?"
Right.
"But are you?" You might be, you just don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. It was definitely it kept me on my seat,
Yeah,
on the edge of my seat.
especially how thick that witch was. She was thick and shit, man. She came through.
She sure was, wasn't she?
She
She had on
came
some nice lipstick too. I don't know where she
Yeah,
got that.
she came through.
Avon came calling.
Yeah, she came through, and you were like, "Okay." which do I want? This old one or this one that's putting apples
Hmm.
in mouths? I don't know.
This looks
I
interesting.
don't know. Yeah, it was amazing. It was a great, great movie. And I mean, Black Phillip jacking Dad up and throwing him into all this big ass wood pile. Get this all this wood
Yeah,
pile,
you take that wood and you fuck yourself with it.
chopping wood like that. Get this horn in your gut, bruh. I want to rear up, stand on my hind legs, and just
You be
jump,
like, "Oh, my bad.
jump in
Whoops,
your
how about you?"
gut. And then I got this crow nibbling on your mom. It's so much happening. God.
I saw that chalice in the background, and I was like, "Son of a bitch, it was there all along."
Yes. Yeah, you're like, hey, isn't that it? Hey, y'all, that's it right there.
Hey, guys. Hey, guess what?
Hey,
I
mom,
found it.
chill out. It's right
It's
behind you.
right there.
Y'all not looking. That's what it
Didn't
is.
even look, did you?
That's what it. I know you don't have a lot of stuff in this place, so it's not like it fell behind
That's
the other silver cups. It's right there. And you look, and then
So
you look.
that's how my ex-wife used to look for stuff. I'd be like, "Well, did you look?"
Yeah,
And she would literally throw her hands up, do a circle, just looking right in front of her on the ground. And she
yeah.
was like, "Yes, I did."
You're like, because I see it, and I don't even have to get up. I see it. It's right there. Yeah, and then you look around and the son is sitting there with the baby. I'm like, "Oh, come on. You know this is not good.
Mm-mm.
We've longed for you
Mm-mm.
so long, mother." No, you didn't long for me. Get the fuck out of here.
I was like, "The hell?" And then I saw that little creepy hand. I said, "Fuck no."
Yeah, yeah,
Check it out on that one.
right.
And the movie was very dark, like the actual shade of the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. You really
It was
felt,
like a filter.
yeah, you really felt like there was, like, even the environment and the way you were seeing the environment was just, it was slowly just telling you, okay, if you're thinking this family makes it out, you're fucking fooling yourself. There's nothing,
Right. The sun hasn't shone in years.
yeah, there's nothing that is giving any kind of glimmer of possibility here with that. So throw that out. So yeah, I love it, highly recommend it. The Witch is always been it was an immediate favorite of mine. It still is. I really
I
do.
don't know about that.
I really do. I it's one of my top favorites. I really do like it because it's just shot so well, written so well. The dialogue.
Is it better than Joe Dirt?
You know what? I have not seen Joe Dirt.
Oh my god, you've got homework to do.
I'll have to watch it,
Yes, please.
and then I'll add to your the Dinosaur Review segment on my take on
I
Joe
watched
Dirt.
Darkon and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, Dark Hunt is amazing. The Witch is
It is
amazing.
amazing.
The Witch is amazing. I'm gonna have to watch Joe Dirt. Uh, and yeah, it
So
was.
what am I gonna do? What am I gonna review
I know. I
next?
was gonna say we'll have to just keep it. We'll have to just keep it going. There are several that are interesting to say the least.
I
Um,
thought about that Sally,
oh
the
yeah, I thought you. Yeah, that was one that one was one that you were gonna watch.
yeah, I think I'll do that one this week.
Yeah, yeah. That's a,
I love it. I do love my little movie time. I have to
yeah.
pay attention
It's a
and
good one.
I have a purpose.
Yeah, that one's a good one, especially when it gets into the perspectives based on her looking back over things in her life. And it's a very I do
Which one? I'm sorry.
uh um what's her name? Killer
Sally.
yeah, Killer Sally.
Yeah, Killer Sally.
I
Did watch it?
Yeah, yeah, I was saying
That's right, you did.
I've watched that one. I do have to, I feel like we have to do this. I do have to
Okay.
recommend to people, if you're listening to this episode and saying, "Oh yeah, I want to watch that too. I want to watch the movies that they watch in order to know what they're talking about
Right.
when I hear the review." That's cool. Um, you haven't seen it, so you don't know what you're walking into. I have, so I'm saying it to you and to anybody that's listening. if you're triggered by abuse or triggered by domestic issues,
Mm.
or drug use, really have in mind if that is something that you want to expose yourself to when watching this, just for the sake of following along with us. And Killer Sally is one of those movies that will touch on those from a person that is being subjected to that point of view, and her recounting of events and incidences and what she went through. So if that's something that's too much for anybody, just keep that in mind, and maybe,
Beware.
yeah, keep that in mind and maybe skip that one. Other than that, The Witch
And I
and
wanted to say thank you because you are so sweet for always remembering to put in the disclaimers for triggers.
oh, um yeah, it's one of those things that I didn't used to, but I became very mindful of um once I started really giving a shit about people. I guess that's what it boils down to, where you start to really realize that suck it up doesn't fix things as much as you think it does, and it just sort of like gives you a means of not being there for that person when you just say, hey, yeah, yeah, suck it up, yeah, come on, if I can take it, you can too. You really don't know what that person's going through, and you really,
I'm bad about that though. I am
I'm not,
terrible
oh,
about
I'm
it.
not saying I'm good. I'm not saying I'm good at it at all.
I know, but I don't even think about it because
Yeah,
in my mind, you just push forward. That's what you do.
yeah.
One step in front of the other, you will fucking get there eventually.
And I think that's
But
kind of a mindset of a person that's been through that type of thing, that you realize that if you don't do the one step forward, then you might get stuck, and then you let that person win over you. So I totally understand it and
right.
recognize it, and applaud you and others and myself.
Oh, I wasn't looking for that.
I've done no, well, I'm saying I've done it myself. That's what I was just about to say. I've done it
Okay, I was
myself.
gonna say,
No,
bruh.
I've done it myself, and you're right, nobody's looking for the applause for it, because for us, we're looking at it as, no, I don't need you to applaud. That was me just realizing I need to survive. And
Right, that was
so,
me living my story.
right, exactly. So I think
Hmm.
I think it's more of a like, I'm glad we're all making it out of things as successfully as we can. But I also like to just let people know I don't want them walking blindly into something. If I
It's a
know,
struggle too.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
if I know of something that could, okay, here's a little heads up. If you can take
You
it,
know what I think about that?
mm,
Good looking out.
yeah,
Good job.
yeah, thanks. All
So,
right, let's what?
is there anything else that we did? We miss something?
No, I think we hit
I mean,
every.
I
We hit
think we did
everything.
okay.
I think the only thing we didn't talk about that we were going to was, and we could save it for another time, was psychedelics with elderly. Uh,
Oh, right, right, right. No, we need to circle back around on that next time.
yeah, 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 because we've ran
You know,
this.
on that elusive list
Yeah, we've ran
that
this
we don't
train.
have.
But it's a very I've looked into it a little bit. It's a very interesting start, because some people, again, it's right up there with lucid dreaming. Some people say, yeah, psychedelics for elderly, and then others like, no, don't do that. Mm-mm. Don't give psychedelics to elderly. That's a very, very slippery slope. So
Could
yeah,
you imagine?
yeah, no,
That's a
it's a thing. It's an actual. It's part of a treatment for some people with Alzheimer's and dementia.
oh, for psychedelics, yeah,
Yeah,
because it taps into different parts of your brain that have to be stimulated.
right. And so then it becomes that whole discussion of, okay, it's showing promise, but to what end?
Right.
And when is it the right time? Because if you're so far, if
And
you're
what are the side effects of what I'm doing?
right, well, there's that, but then it's also, if you're in the latter stages of dementia, is it even worth it? Because they're already in their own altered state, if you will. Do you really want to add psychedelics to that? So
Oh, sure.
there's a lot of that discussion and how to do it. Um, some people believe in microdosing, so that you're getting some psychedelics or some LSD in
That's how I prefer to intake marijuana, is
in
to microdose.
in a way that it doesn't overly affect you, but it 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 has some benefits in the cognitive elasticity. So it's a very interesting
Oh.
topic, because there's a lot of people that it's some people that see points of it, and some people like, yeah, don't, yeah, it's not, and some people see it as a, yeah, it's better on the last days as opposed to something that you do on a reoccurring basis. So, but definitely a next time thing. Um, I think though, this is where we tell everybody good night. And thanks for listening. Thanks for coming and enjoying this very chaotic episode 27. But it would not be anything short of us if that wasn't the
Right.
case. No matter how much of a golden calf we have in production capabilities, uh, that some bitch,
Genuinely, like it's a savant
yeah, yeah,
situation.
that some bitch goes to sleep sometimes and leaves us figuring things out.
Right.
So thanks again to everybody. Maybe next episode we go over our top episodes again, just because we've had some changes in what's the best episode, the most listened to episode so far, which is hilarious. But as always, I thank everyone. Thank you for
Thank
joining
you.
us, and you know, as I do, she's the dinosaur.
That's me.
And I'm the dude. And thanks again for listening to an episode. And you all have a great night. Love you. And
Love you.
talk to you later.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Later.